So I'm in this dance now between fate, design, and desire. Fate for me always felt very daunting. I think maybe they just need to give it a new name. It feels very, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you're always going to end up at, and you can't get away from. And hey, you know what I mean? Which I personally find not even annoying, but it's just like, because we're human beings. As a human being, we want to feel like we participated in the decision. And that's what leans me towards design. Because design and the design of life and the design of just you as a person makes me feel like it's your contribution towards the world. What it is that you came here to do, and therefore it is your duty. And you can live life without attending to your design. You can live life and you will end up living a life. But your duty contributes towards the world, and it is your addition towards how this world gets made and sculpted and created and continues to grow. And then it also leads towards desire, because I feel like a lot of us are choosing to live by desire, right? Hear me out. So in a scenario where, say for instance, money doesn't exist, and we're living in communities, tribes, villages, without even giving it like a complicated name, that is the world that we're living in now. It's just, obviously, most humans have chosen to live in isolation, which is fine. We don't have an issue with that. That's not what we're attending to today. But in a world where tribes and communities live in spaces where money doesn't exist, in the understanding that every single part of every single part is a part. When money doesn't exist, you understand that your skill set is a contribution towards the survival of the community, towards the survival of the tribe, towards the longevity of this lineage of human beings staying alive and being able to live in this world that we live in, right? And if you think of it like that, then there will never be a point in your life where you think that one skill set is more important than the other, or it's less than. And I think that's what we need to start doing. And the reason I say that is because I think a lot of people are chasing or living by desire and not by design, because they do not feel that their design is important enough in this entire huge ecosystem that we live in, right? So what's happening is that we are being led, and I also feel like desire was supposed to have a place, but I don't think it was supposed to have the place that we have given it today. We are being led by desire, and I feel like desire was supposed to be something that enhances the quality of the things that we do and the life that we live. It was never supposed to lead. It was never supposed to be the reason behind we make our decisions. It was supposed to evolve our design. It was supposed to, that thing that because desire is very like lustful. It's very like passionate. It's very like wantola. So we're supposed to use that feeling and that emotion and bring it back towards us, and then weave it into our design. And so because a lot of people are not living by their design, there's too many empty spaces, there's too many empty gaps, and they're being filled by anything and anyone, because reality is that the universe doesn't work by... So it's a couple of things. First of all, the universe doesn't reward hard work, it rewards alignment, right? That's the first part. But the universe also doesn't work in scarcity. It doesn't say, oh no, there's 50 million people doing this thing, so therefore that's enough. Not anyone. If there's 20 of us that are supposed to be doing the same thing, then there's 20 seats on the table, and we're all supposed to be sitting on those things. Because the reality is that also, if you're not sitting where you're supposed to be sitting, someone is going to take up that space. There's no empty vacuum. There's no empty spaces when it comes to the universe. Every space has to be filled. So now it can be filled with anything, anyone. Because when you're sitting there on some, oh no, mine ain't, Larabora, you're boring us. You're supposed to be doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing by design, because design is alignment, guys. And I get it, because we do unfortunately live in a world where people are classed. It's crazy. Like, people are classed, jobs are classed, but think of the most typical scenario. You know what I mean? Think of Batubakulumakang, people that come and clean your house. The reality is that there is a huge difference, and a very visible difference between someone who comes and cleans your house and is an actual cleaner and someone who comes and cleans your house and is just unemployed. Guys, come on, man. That is an actual skill. Everyone has this thing that is in their design, but everyone is so busy looking at everything else but the thing that they're supposed to be looking at. And I ain't even mad at it. I'm high-key pissed. You know what I mean? And it's underestimating the fact that your design is not impactful enough because it's not creating this big woo-ha in the world and in comparison to the things that people pay attention to in the world. But the reality is that we don't have the full view. Nah? We don't have the full view of knowing that if I play my parts 3 and 4, that it contributes towards parts 865 actually coming to pass, and that part 2085 million needed me to play that in order for it to happen. We don't have that, and we'll never have that. And we're not even opening up ourselves to the fact that some designs are not all designs are supposed to be this huge, groundbreaking, earth-shattering, thing. It's the fact that some designs are supposed to bring stillness. Some designs are supposed to bring calm. Some designs are supposed to bring peace. I mean, damn, even some designs are supposed to bring confusion, because out of confusion comes questions. And I don't even think we ask enough questions in general as a people. But once we can understand our role, we can honor it. We can respect it. We can honor and respect our design. Because in that sense, then we'll never see anything else better than, and therefore we'll never see ourselves less than. Lamthola.